Hey, what's up, everybody? Once again, it's your boy, Steve B. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? It's a few hours after the recording session, and I wanted to do a little recap for myself and for my own archives of, memories and shit, because I'm really bad at remembering shit. So that's why I like to make vlogs right after I do shit. So, overall, the success of the album so far is amazing, and it's better than I thought it was going to be. I had so many cool people come in and lend a hand with their talents and their ideas and their spontaneity and everything creative that's been going on with me for the past 2 months. And I'm ecstatic. I'm ecstatic with my album so far. I did 3 main tracks and a few little side tracks. They're like skits, I guess you could call them skits. We did some skits. They're a little fun. There's still 2 main tracks I'm working on. One is half done, meaning I wrote for it already. And there's a third mystery track from my secret producer who wrote me a special beat. He's working on it still. It's not done yet. He's writing me a special beat. There's going to be room for 2 verses and a trumpet solo. And he told me it's sick as fuck, whatever he wrote for me. It's a hip-hop beat. I do hip-hop. I do a lot of different styles of music. I have a lot of different musicians and musical styles that influence me. I'm a multi-instrumentalist. I draw different inspirations from different instruments, and it all helps me become a better musician overall. This is the exact shit that I'm going to talk about to my sound engineer from I'm drawing a blank. Multimedia. Shell Shock Multimedia Studios, where I recorded at. I'm doing a podcast with my sound engineer, Ryan Doden, in a couple weeks. I'm going to be the 4th episode. So I have that to look forward to. But let's get back to the album. The first thing we worked on was a track called Build, which is a very percussion-heavy song. We had like 7 or 8 people in the studio at one time. I don't know how many mics we had set up in the studio, but it sounds amazing. Even my mom was on it. JoJo was on it. My brother Kevin, the band, the Biscuits. 2 out of 3 members of the Biscuits were there. Mike from Jordan's band. What are they called? What are we called? I'm in that band, kind of. Venice Queens.
King Catfish?
Yeah, but Mike's not in King Catfish. Mike's in Venice Queens. So Venice Queens, Mike, the drummer from Venice Queens. Previously, he used to be in the Biscuits. He used to be a Biscuit, actually. So that was kind of cool. A little like mini reuniting of musicians, and it just goes to show you that just because you leave a band doesn't mean that you leave. You don't have to burn bridges in music. The talent's always there. There's always room. There's always time that you can make with other musicians to make some really beautiful music. And we made a really beautiful track with my brother and Ryan and Josh from the Biscuits and Mike from Venice Queens, myself, and was there anybody else on that? I don't think so. That was a cover we did. I'm not going to say what it was. We did a cover, and that's my favorite track that I've recorded so far. We did a drum circle track. We did an original track, completely 100% original track. Minus lyrics. It's a jam. It's a reggae jam. We did a reggae jam with Jonathan and Mike. Mike is a drummer who I've previously played with at Marino's once. I played with him once, and I know Jonathan very well from MS. He's the main guy from, lead singer, I guess you'd say, from MSJR, who's a band that I sit in with sometimes on occasion. I'm good friends with them. That song was the title track that I did with those two. We did a trio. Yeah, that song is the title track. That was a lot of fun to help, right? Because we kind of mixed Jonathan's style, and I added, and I heard little flares, and we added some extra flair to it, some little cool notes to the riff. And he's got a few really cool parts in there. And then we added trumpet, of course. And there's a little twist at the end of it that's kind of fun. I don't want to give too many details of it. What else did we do? We did a few skits. I pulled out the bugle. We did some little skits with my bugle. That was fun. That was easy. And then the easiest thing we had to do was record the very, 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 very last thing I recorded was a triangle. Ding. And I even did a dinner call. Digga, 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 down around the triangle. Digga, 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 dinner's ready. And it was a lot of fun. And I wanted to thank again everybody who came. I didn't say Beth and Lavelle came, that I jam with sometimes on drum circles and shit, and we're gonna jam with them tomorrow night at Millvale if we decide to go there again, which we probably are. We're gonna be in Millvale tomorrow night at the open mic. What's the place called? It has a yeah, but Mr. Small's Funhouse Acoustic Cafe. And I'm gonna give you a little history lesson. This is a little bit full circle for me playing here, because one, I've always wanted to play at Mr. Small's, which is great. It's one of my favorite places in Pittsburgh to hear shows. And two, it's full circle because I'm told that Acoustic Cafe is associated with the Shadow Lounge, which is the very first place that I ever did open mics, and also my favorite, most influential impact on my musical career as a whole started at Shadow Lounge when I was in my 20s, I'd say over 15 years ago. So we're full circle from 15 years ago, back at Acoustic Cafe, kicking it live on Mondays. Y'all have a great night.